Hey, NASCAR fans, and welcome to another edition of Green-White-Checkered Finish, powered by Coca-Cola. In for our buddy Bo Estes, who's traveling the south of France with a woman purported to be his wife. Bill Kim is in my seat today. Bill, of course, director of Interact. What is your title again?
Interactive producer, NASCAR.com.
You bet he is. And we've got three topics for you: the green, the white, and the checkered, and your comments. This is an interactive show. Your opinions on the three topics right there on the bottom of the screen. Let's dive right into it. Our green flag topic today, that's the Penske guys. Since they made that personnel shakeup a few weeks back, both cars have improved. Kurt Busch, fourth in the points. Keselowski's got a win. He's in 22nd. Both these guys going to make the chase? What's going to happen here?
No, I don't think both guys are going to make the chase. I think Kurt Busch is a definite. Brad Keselowski is close. He's still got to get in the top 20 in points. But listen to this, Mike. I mean, since Busch's blow up at Richmond, they've gone 7 races. Kurt Busch has got a win, 3 poles, a second at Pocono, a 4th at Charlotte, and aside from a 27th at Darlington, his worst finish is 14th. Plus, he's led laps in the past 5 races. Obviously what Kurt Busch said on the radio in Richmond. Now look, most of us were critical of him. How dare you call out your team like that? How dare you call out your owner like that? But let's face facts here. Kurt Busch was onto something, because as soon as he did, Penske made the changes, and the numbers speak for themselves. Let's not forget, this is a Cup champion. He knows what he's talking about.
And in the case of Kurt Busch, you're right. He did call out the right guy. The captain, Roger Penske, made the right personnel move. We still got to see about Keselowski. He does have a win, and that brings us to our white flag topic. Who is going to get into the chase? We've got 10 races left to go. We've got Tony Stewart on the cusp of being eliminated right now. He's 14 points ahead of Biffle. Denny Hamlin's hanging on in 11th. Which one of these guys, or do both these guys make the chase?
It's interesting. I think Hamlin and Stewart both make the chase, but then you have to look at who's going to fall out, and I don't think anybody's going to fall out either. This hasn't been the best of seasons for Hamlin, but he has shown speed, and he has shown things are improving. We all know that Tony Stewart peaks in the summertime. I really thought that Sonoma would be kind of his breakthrough, but then he decided to get in a little fun with Vickers there, so that didn't happen for Tony Stewart. But the fact of the matter is, I do think that Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, these guys are going to get multiple wins. And if they don't make it into the top 10, I think for sure that these two could be the wild card. You look at guys right above them, Ryan Newman, Jeff Gordon, Clint Boyer, Dale Earnhardt Jr. I just don't see too many weaknesses in the standings right now.
Yeah, but you can't win races with your position in the car like that. The thing about Tony Stewart, you're right, though. We just kind of expect he and Denny Hamlin to have multiple wins at places like Pocono and Michigan the second time around. There's always that adage that, this is when Tony heats up as you get into the dog days of summer. But remember, only 10 races to go, and you've got to have a race win. This could be the tiebreaker. If you're in the top 10 in points, you're okay. Yeah. But those last 2 transfer points, it could come down to guys who have victories and guys that don't. Tony needs a win.
He absolutely does. But the one thing Tony and Denny and those guys who are kind of flirting with the top 10 have going for them is that there's nobody really behind them 11 through 20 that have the wins. Brad Keselowski's out. Trevor Bayne obviously not even running for wins. Regan Smith is outside the top 20, so I think they're going to be okay.
And that brings us to now finally our checkered flag topic. You've got to be rolling at the end of the race to get points so you can be in the chase. Temper. In the case of Brian Vickers and Tony Stewart, I think this is totally on Tony Stewart, and I think he got what he deserved. What do you think, Bill Kim?
Yeah, I mean, Tony Stewart got a little aggressive there early on in the race. We saw it, and he even admitted so much in the post-race interview. He said, look, I thought Brian Vickers was blocking me. You're not going to block me. I'm going to push you out of the way, and he did just that. 40 laps later, Vickers, exacts revenge, so to speak. So, but this is what Infineon has become. This is what this track is now. It's a lot of bumping, a lot of banging, and a lot of tempers getting fired up.
I thought Tony was out of line there, because don't forget, you've also got a safety issue because you got a car that's off the track there kicking up dust, so guys are checking up. So it wasn't like Vickers was really trying to block him there. But I thought Vickers, hey man, after you, my friend, and then wham!